and welcome back to the Bijou Floral Countdown to Christmas. It's week 6, our last week, not long until the big day is upon us. And for today's tutorial, I am going to teach you how to make a very simple foliage vase arrangement with some berries. I have a selection of foliage that I'm going to use. We have some blue spruce. Obviously it's Christmas, so blue spruce is a must. Some silver Sussex foliage. This is beautiful. It's called silver Sussex for a reason, because it's very silvery and it's got a beautiful, beautiful texture to it. Also have some Irish, very important that it's Irish, Parvi eucalyptus. My wholesalers has just started to stock foliage from Ireland, and I have to say it is so much better than the imported. So if you can get your hands on Irish, do it. It is amazing. And lastly, we have some pine nuts. Again, really nice and textured, so it'll just add a little bit more to the arrangement for you. And then the last thing that I have are some berries. So I have some ilex berries. I haven't gone for the traditional red. This is more of an orangey colour. I'm not a huge red fan, so I thought this would just add a little bit of colour, but not so overpowering as the red. But of course, you can use whatever you want to. There's no right or wrong. You do you. Okay, so I am going to make my foliage vase arrangement as a hand tied. I find that's the easiest way to do this. I am right-handed, so I hold all my materials in my left hand, and then I use my right hand to add things in. You are going to need some string or twine or something to tie off your bouquet once you have done it. So make sure you have that ready before you get started. So at the moment the stems are not starting to spiral as yet. They will do that kind of automatically. I'm going to add in the next bit of foliage. And again, I'm just holding it between my forefinger and my thumb. And I'm going to start gently turning the bouquet round in my hands. I'm going to add a little bit more Parvi, and you don't want something compact. It's quite nice to keep it loose and open. So I'm going to add a bit more of the silver Sussex down there, a bit more of the pine nuts, and as you're looking at it, you should be able to kind of see what foliage you need to put in and where. You want it to be distributed fairly well throughout the bouquet. You don't want it clumps. You don't want all one foliage on one side and all one foliage on another. My blue pine is a little on the short side, so towards the centre I'm going to put some of my longer pieces. This will really help bulk it out. Now already you can see that the stems are starting to spiral, and this is really important that your stems do spiral, because it will help it to sit into the vase much nicer. Okay? I'm now going to start adding in my ilex. So this is the only colour that is going in, and I am threading it through the bouquet. It's a very woody stem on this. Some of the berries may fall off. That's completely normal. Don't panic. Make sure you pick them up off the floor, because if you stand on them, they squelch and they can stain. So a little bit of a tip there with that. And there we go, all done. So I've cut a length of string ready to tie off the bouquet. You want one end longer than the other. I find it easier to now transfer the bouquet into my right hand, like so, and then very tightly tie this round. So wrap it round about 2 to 3 times, and then place it onto your workbench. Once it's on the workbench, just tie it in a nice secure knot and cut the stems off like so. And then you want to trim your stems so they're all kind of the same size. You will have some that are further up, but that's absolutely fine. Just make sure the water covers them. And then chop them into a bin. You will need a really sharp pair of scissors. If you've got secateurs, that may be better. So that's our foliage bouquet all done. I'm now going to place it in a vase of water, and then it will go into the home. Obviously you can gift these as well if you want to. Quite a nice present for someone to receive. But there we go. I really hope you've enjoyed the last 6 weeks of all the Christmas tutorials. It's been an absolute pleasure showing you some new skills, and hopefully you've had a chance to try some of these creations yourselves at home. If you like this video, I would love some thumbs up and some comments. It's always really nice to hear from you. We're going to take a short break over the Christmas period, but we will be back next year. My plan is that there will still be a tutorial a week on different floristry skills. So stay tuned, subscribe, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.